Oilbird. The oilbird is a truly remarkable nocturnal bird, native to the forests of northern South America, including Venezuela, Guyana, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Brazil. Often referred to as the flying fruit bat because of its nocturnal habits and diet, the oilbird is the only known nocturnal fruit-eating bird that uses echolocation to navigate. Unlike bats, which are mammals, oilbirds are birds, and their ability to echolocate is an unusual adaptation in the avian world. They emit a series of clicks, similar to bats, which bounce off objects and allow them to maneuver through the pitch-black darkness of caves with extraordinary precision. Oilbirds are medium-sized, measuring about 40 to 49 centimeters in length, with a wingspan of 95 to 110 centimeters. Their plumage is generally dark brown, streaked with white, providing excellent camouflage against the cave walls during the day. They roost in large colonies deep inside caves, often in locations inaccessible to predators, and emerge at night to forage. Their diet consists primarily of oily fruits from palms and laurels, which they swallow whole, and later regurgitate seeds, playing an essential role in seed dispersal for many tropical trees. These birds are social and highly gregarious, forming dense roosts of hundreds to thousands in a single cave. They have strong wings and are capable of sustained flight in search of fruit, sometimes traveling dozens of kilometers from their roosting sites. Reproduction is also cave-based. Oilbirds lay 2 or 3 white eggs on ledges or in crevices, and both parents participate in incubating the eggs and feeding the chicks. Oilbirds' combination of nocturnal habits, echolocation, and frugivorous diet make them a unique example of evolutionary adaptation. They occupy a niche that blends characteristics typically seen in bats and birds, demonstrating the remarkable diversity and ingenuity of life in the neotropical forests. Maned wolf. The maned wolf is a unique and striking canid native to South America, especially found in Brazil, Paraguay, Bolivia, Peru, and northern Argentina. Despite its name and fox-like appearance, it is neither a true wolf nor a fox, but the only species in its own genus. Its long, slender legs and reddish coat give it a distinctive look, perfectly adapted to the tall grasslands of its habitat. Standing nearly 90 centimeters tall at the shoulder, the maned wolf is the tallest wild canid. Its long legs help it see over tall grasses and move efficiently through open savannas. The black mane along its neck can be raised when the animal feels threatened, making it appear larger. It also has large ears, which provide excellent hearing for detecting prey hidden in vegetation. Unlike many other canids, the maned wolf is omnivorous. Its diet includes small mammals, birds, insects, and a significant amount of plant matter. One of its favorite foods is the lobeira fruit, sometimes called the wolf apple, which plays an important role in its nutrition and digestion. This varied diet helps the maned wolf survive in environments where food availability changes with the seasons. Maned wolves are generally solitary animals. They are most active during twilight and nighttime, marking their territory with a strong-smelling urine often described as similar to cannabis. Males and females come together mainly during the breeding season. After a gestation period of about 2 months, the female gives birth to a small litter, and both parents may help care for the young. Although not immediately endangered, the maned wolf faces threats from habitat loss, road accidents, and human activities. Conservation efforts are important to protect this unusual species and the grassland ecosystems it depends on. Its unique appearance and behavior make it one of the most fascinating mammals of South America. Coquerel's Sifaka. The Coquerel's Sifaka, found only in northwestern Madagascar. Named after the French naturalist Alfred Grenadier's colleague Charles Coquerel, this primate is well known for its unusual way of moving and its striking appearance. Coquerel's sifakas have dense, silky fur that is mostly white, contrasted with patches of chestnut brown on the chest, arms, and legs. Their faces are dark with bright, expressive eyes, giving them a distinctive and almost smiling expression. They typically weigh between 3 and 4 kilograms and have long tails that help them maintain balance while moving through trees. These lemurs are arboreal, meaning they spend most of their lives in the trees. They move by leaping gracefully from branch to branch, sometimes covering distances of over 10 meters in a single jump. On the ground, however, they are famous for their unique sideways hopping motion, which looks almost like dancing. This behavior makes them one of the most recognizable lemurs. Coquerel's sifakas are herbivores, feeding mainly on leaves, flowers, fruit, and tree bark. They live in small social groups, usually consisting of several individuals led by a dominant female. As their societies are matriarchal, communication includes vocal calls, scent marking, and body language. Sadly, Coquerel's sifaka is classified as endangered due to habitat destruction, mainly from deforestation and human activity. Efforts by organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund aim to protect their habitats and ensure their survival. Giraffe Weevil. Giraffe Weevil, native to the forests of Madagascar. It gets its name from the male's extraordinarily long neck, which can be 2 to 3 times the length of its body, resembling that of a giraffe. This remarkable feature makes it instantly recognizable and sets it apart from other beetles. Despite its elongated neck, the Giraffe Weevil is quite small, typically measuring about 2.5 centimeters in total length. Its body is bright red, while the head, neck, and legs are black, creating a striking contrast. Females also have long necks, but they are much shorter than those of males. The extended neck is not just for display, it plays a key role in behavior, especially during mating season. Male giraffe weevils use their long necks in combat with rival males, fighting for access to females. They also use it as a tool to roll leaves into neat cylindrical shapes, creating protective nests for their eggs. After laying a single egg inside a rolled leaf, the female seals it, providing a safe environment for the developing larva. These beetles primarily feed on leaves and are most often found on specific host plants in Madagascar's rainforests. Their life cycle, from egg to larva to adult, is closely tied to these plants, making them vulnerable to habitat loss. Although not as widely studied as larger animals, the giraffe weevil highlights the incredible diversity of insect life. Its unique structure and behavior demonstrate how evolution can produce highly specialized adaptations, even in the smallest creatures. Protecting Madagascar's forests is essential to ensure the survival of such extraordinary species and the many other organisms that share its habitat. Owl butterfly. The owl butterfly is a large butterfly found in the tropical forests of Central and South America, including countries like Brazil and Costa Rica. It is best known for the striking eye-like patterns on its wings, which resemble the eyes of an owl, hence its name. These markings serve as a defense mechanism, helping to scare away predators such as birds and lizards. Owl butterflies are among the largest butterflies in the world, with wingspans that can reach up to 20 centimeters. Their upper wings are typically shades of brown, blue, or purple, while the underside features the famous owl eyes, complete with rings and shading that enhance the illusion. When threatened, the butterfly may suddenly open its wings to reveal these patterns, startling potential predators. Unlike most butterflies, which are active during the day, owl butterflies are crepuscular, meaning they are most active at dawn and dusk. This behavior helps them avoid many daytime predators. They prefer to stay in shaded forest areas, often flying close to the ground. Their flight is slow and gliding, making them easier to observe in their natural habitat. As caterpillars, owl butterflies feed on plants such as banana and grasses, sometimes becoming agricultural pests. As adults, they primarily feed on overripe fruit, tree sap, and other fermenting substances rather than flower nectar. Their life cycle includes 4 stages: egg, larva, caterpillar, pupa, chrysalis, and adult. The caterpillars are large and may have stripes or spines for protection. The owl butterfly's impressive size, unique eye patterns, and unusual behavior make it one of the most remarkable insects of the rainforest, showcasing the beauty and complexity of tropical ecosystems. Flying Gurnard. The flying Gurnard found in warm tropical and subtropical waters, particularly in the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Despite its name, it does not truly fly like a bird. Instead, it uses its large, wing-like fins to glide gracefully through the water and sometimes leap short distances above the surface. This fish is easily recognized by its enormous pectoral fins, which can spread out like colorful wings. These fins are decorated with vibrant patterns of blue, green, and dark spots, making the flying Gurnard look almost like an underwater butterfly. When threatened, it suddenly opens these fins to startle predators, appearing much larger and more intimidating. The flying Gurnard typically grows up to about 50 centimeters in length. Its body is covered with tough, armored scales that provide protection from predators. It also has a large, bony head and small, finger-like rays beneath its pectoral fins. These fingers are used to walk along the ocean floor and to search for food hidden in the sand. Although capable of short glides above water, the flying Gurnard spends most of its time near the seabed. It feeds on the small fish, crustaceans, and other invertebrates. Using its sensitive fin rays, it can detect movement and uncover prey buried beneath the sand. Flying Gurnards are generally solitary and are most active during the day. They are not commonly targeted by fisheries, but they may be caught as bycatch. With its dramatic fins, unusual movement, and bottom-dwelling lifestyle, the flying Gurnard is a fascinating example of marine adaptation. Its ability to fly underwater and occasionally above the surface highlights the diversity and creativity of life in the oceans. Armadillo Girdled Lizard. The armadillo girdled lizard is a small but remarkable reptile native to the rocky deserts of South Africa. It gets its name from its unique defense behavior, which resembles that of an armadillo. When threatened, the lizard curls its body into a tight ball and grips its tail in its mouth, forming a spiky ring that protects its soft underside from predators. This lizard has a heavily armored body covered in thick, spiny scales that provide excellent protection. Its coloration is usually brown or dark yellow, helping it blend in with the rocky environment. Adults typically grow to about 15 to 20 centimeters in length, making them relatively small but well defended. The sharp spines along its back and tail make it difficult for predators to attack or swallow. Armadillo girdled lizards are social animals, often living in groups within rock crevices. This is unusual for reptiles, as many species are solitary. Living in groups provides extra protection, as individuals can warn each other of danger and retreat quickly into narrow cracks in the rocks. They are primarily insectivores, feeding on insects, spiders, and other small invertebrates. Their strong jaws allow them to crush hard-shelled prey. These lizards are active during the day and rely on sunlight to regulate their body temperature, often basking on rocks in the morning. Unlike many reptiles that lay eggs, the armadillo girdled lizard gives birth to live young, usually 1 or 2 at a time. This adaptation may help increase the survival rate of their offspring in harsh environments. Although they are not currently considered highly endangered, they face threats from habitat loss and illegal collection for the pet trade. Conservation efforts are important to ensure that these unique reptiles continue to thrive in their natural habitats. Paradoxical frog. The paradoxical frog, native to wetlands and slow-moving waters in South America, especially in countries like Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay. Its name comes from its unusual life cycle. Its tadpoles are much larger than the adult frogs they eventually become. As tadpoles, paradoxical frogs can grow up to 20 to 25 centimeters long, making them some of the largest tadpoles in the world. However, when they undergo metamorphosis, they shrink dramatically into adult frogs that measure only about 4 to 7 centimeters in length. This reversal of the typical growth pattern seen in most frogs is what makes them paradoxical. Adult paradoxical frogs are usually green or brown with darker spots, helping them blend into their watery habitats. They are fully aquatic and have long, powerful hind legs adapted for swimming. Their webbed feet make them excellent swimmers, allowing them to escape predators quickly. These frogs are carnivorous and feed on small aquatic animals such as insects, larvae, and tiny fish. Tadpoles, on the other hand, mainly consume plant material and organic debris in the water. This difference in diet between life stages reduces competition for food within the species. Paradoxical frogs are generally active at night and rely on camouflage to avoid predators like birds, snakes, and larger fish. During the breeding season, males produce calls to attract females, and eggs are laid in water where they hatch into the unusually large tadpoles. This species is also of scientific interest because it produces a substance in its skin that has been studied for potential medical uses. The paradoxical frog's unusual development and adaptability make it a remarkable example of nature's diversity and complexity. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.